Hey, welcome back you guys. So about a week ago, I made a video talking about a lot of information regarding everything that Supercell has hinted about or leaked about the upcoming update. And I mentioned in that video that I would make a follow-up video about how I don't think Town Hall 12 will ever actually be coming to Clash of Clans. Instead, it will be released as something else. Before I explain what I think will come instead of Town Hall 12, which by the way I think is going to be something along the lines of a Town Hall Gear Up, let me first explain why I think Town Hall 12 isn't actually coming. So if we go ahead and take a look at some of these screenshots that I took of the AMA Ask Me Anything on the I believe it was on the Reddit forums with Darian, the community manager, one of the first questions that I ended up seeing was, what are the prerequisites before releasing Town Hall 12? And then Darian's answer to that was, who said anything about Town Hall 12? And then obviously all of us thought that he had mentioned Town Hall 12 quite a bit. There was quite a bit of talk going around about it. So he said, you said something about releasing Town Hall 12, and then at the very end Darian replies with, really? I don't remember ever saying anything about Town Hall 12. And that really intrigued me, because I went back and ended up checking all of the questions he had answered about Town Hall 12 in the Reddit forums AMA, and then all of the times he talked about it like in live interviews and everything like that. And he's true, or he's right, I mean. He never said anything about Town Hall 12. That was just something that we kept saying and then that we believed in. We kind of just had it planted in our minds that Town Hall 12 was a for sure thing, and he never actually confirmed it, but he also never denied it. He kind of just went along with it and let us believe it. But anyways, for example, if we go ahead to this question here, someone asked, can you give us a small taste of Town Hall 12? And then he said, instead of saying we're working on Town Hall 12 content or blah blah blah, he says we are working on new Town Hall content, whether it's in the form of Town Hall 12 or something different. So there you go, he never actually confirms nor denies it. He kind of leaves it as a incomplete answer. I'm not saying it is Town Hall 12 or it's something different. He said it's one of the two, but rather than just saying it is Town Hall 12, which would be the typical response. But then even if that isn't enough, another question here, have you guys started working on Town Hall 12? Can you share any info on it? And then he answers with, we are definitely in the middle of development. Instead of saying for the next Town Hall 12 update or the whatever, he says in the middle of development for the next main village Town Hall content. Rather than saying Town Hall 12 once again, he switches it up with another word that pretty much we interpreted as Town Hall 12. So you guys can go ahead, check it out for yourselves. Every time he answered a question, it was never actually specifically saying Town Hall 12 is coming or that is what they are working on. So that leads me to believe that they're sort of trying to mislead us and kind of trick us into believing Town Hall 12 is coming, and then they're going to actually surprise us when the actual update comes out with something a lot cooler and that will impact a lot more players. So I'm just going to go ahead and speculate really quickly here, but instead of Town Hall 12, because they did mention Town Hall or main Town Hall content, I believe that it'll be something more along the lines of a Town Hall Gear Up, where like, for example, once you reach a certain trophy count or a certain amount of upgrades for Town Hall 11, you'll be able to gear up your Town Hall, which will give you some sort of added defensive capabilities to the Town Hall. Just off the top of my head, maybe it'll turn it into a battle machine, or it'll have like extra defenses, where it'll like, you might be able to upgrade or unlock achievements where it'll be able to kind of fire away like a cannon or an archer tower, or you'll be able to add a bunch of like gear ups or add-ons to the Town Hall, which I personally think would be really cool. And obviously this is all speculation, as only Supercell really knows what's in store. However, I do believe it'll be something along these lines instead of Town Hall 12, because that would make more sense. As it would provide more motivation and incentive to upgrade Town Halls and push players to go from Town Hall 9 to Town Hall 10 and so on, and it's sort of a endgame reward for max players, and that is something Supercell has been looking in towards getting, is for those endgame players who have pretty much fully maxed their Town Halls. So let me know what you guys think about that. What do you guys think they might add it instead of Town Hall 12, if that is what ends up happening? Let me know in the comments down below what you think. It is definitely going to be a very interesting update. I find it really weird that they aren't specifically saying Town Hall 12, because like when we were talking about Town Hall 11, they were being a little more specific and they were like blatantly saying Town Hall 11, rather than saying more main village Town Hall content, or saying main village content or Town Hall 11. They were much more direct about it, and now they are being a lot more, more sort of misleading, but not in a bad way. They're sort of just trying to give us a bit of a surprise, but this is personally what I think is going to happen. So anyways, drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe and turn notifications on if you haven't already. I am always in the comment section 15 to 30 minutes after each video is posted, just replying to every comment that I can. So if you guys want me to respond to you guys, leave a comment in the early stages of a video and I'll do my best to get back to you. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.